Welcome friends, welcome to Manu Law Classes. I am Gautam Dikshit, subject matter expert, GK and current affairs. Today there was no offline or online edition of the Hindu on the occasion of the Ganesh Chaturthi or Vinayak Chaturthi yesterday. So today I am presenting this daily news analysis based on the information extracted from the Indian Express, Economic Times and other prominent newspaper. So let's start with the topic. The first topic is coming about the industrial output. तो इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट जो है जो जुलाई 2021 का डेटा आया हुआ है दैट हैज़ शोन एन इंक्रीज ऑफ 11.5%. The increase is of 11.5%. The industrial output has rose as against the 10.5 contraction in July 2020. जैसा कि हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया है that the increased number of industrial output or GDP is because of low base effect. Now what is this low base effect? Let's understand it. So low base effect it means कि अगर हमारा डिनोमिनेटर बहुत ही कम है, if it is very less in magnitude, तो ओवरऑल जो हमारा पूरा फ्रैक्शन है वो बहुत ज़्यादा आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल suppose that if in numerator we have 2 and in denominator we have 1, and if we take out this percentage, okay, so it will come about 200%. Why? Because numerator is only 1. If I keep the numerator same and if I start increasing denominator and I increase it to 4, और अगर अब मैं इसका परसेंटेज निकालता हूँ तो it comes to 50%. So this decrease in percentage is because of increase in denominator. But now what has happened? अगर हम जुलाई 2020 के किसी भी डेटा को जुलाई 2021 के डेटा से कंपेयर करते हैं, so we are comparing the two different economic scenarios. July 2020 was characterized by stringent lockdown. So it was characterized by stringent lockdown. Now in this stringent lockdown, there was no industrial activity or very marginal industrial activity. अब इस साल क्या हुआ जुलाई 2021 में? that there was upliftment of lockdown in various part of the country. The manufacturing activity revived. अब क्या है कि the manufacturing activity may have revived, but because the last year we had a very less industrial activity. So if we compare the data of this year and the last year, so suppose last year the manufacturing was only 21 units, but this year suppose the manufacturing has increased only 31, but the pre-pandemic level of industrial production was suppose 101. But then also अगर मैं पिछले साल के हिसाब से कंपेयर करूँ 31 by 21 into अगर मैं 100 लेता हूँ, so it comes near about 150% और it will show the increase of 50%. ये ऐसा क्यों हुआ? अगर हम प्री पेंडेमिक लेवल के हिसाब से अगर देखेंगे तो प्री पेंडेमिक लेवल वॉज 101, अभी 31 है, बट इंक्रीज इज अबाउट 150%. दिस इज हैपनिंग बिकॉज ऑफ द लो बेस. क्यों? क्योंकि लास्ट ईयर देयर वॉज हार्डली एनी इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी गोइंग ऑन. सो बिकॉज ऑफ दिस लो बेस इफेक्ट नॉट ओनली द इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट, बट अगर हम जीडीपी की बात करें तो वो नंबर भी कुछ बढ़ के आ रहा है. दैट लास्ट ईयर देयर वाज 23% कॉन्ट्रैक्शन, बट दिस ईयर इज शोइंग अबाउट नियर अबाउट 20% ऑफ इंक्रीज. सो इट इज ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ लो बेस इफेक्ट. नाउ जो इंडस्ट्रियल आउटपुट जो इंक्रीज हुआ है, so some sectors are leading right now because see not every sectors has revived in equal measures. Some sectors are performing better than the other sectors. These more better performing sectors are mining sector, electricity and manufacturing sector. Now manufacturing sector has revived mainly because of the government initiatives taken under this to revive the manufacturing sector. तो एक तो हमने जानते ही हैं, एक है emergency credit guarantee line scheme. The next is PLI scheme, product linked incentive scheme. So these two schemes have ensured that the revival of manufacturing activity takes place. Now the next data is that for the April-July 2021 period, the index of industrial production showed a growth rate of 34.1%, 34.1% as compared to contraction of 29.3% during the same period in 2020. अगर हम इंडेक्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्शन की बात करें, अगर हम फर्स्ट क्वार्टर लेते हैं, देयर आर 4 क्वार्टर्स इन द ईयर. द फर्स्ट क्वार्टर इज फ्रॉम अप्रैल मई जून एंड जुलाई, मीन्स दे आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नाउ 4 months. सो अगर हम पहले 4 महीने की बात करें तो the index of industrial production has shown the growth rate of 34.1%, and if we compare this with the last year, so last year there was a contraction of 29.3%. अब हम अगर इंडेक्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्शन में अगर हम रिवाइवल की बात करें कि 34.1% पहुंचने में विच सेक्टर हैज़ हेल्प्ड इट, सो इट इज़ अगेन द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर. अगर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर का वेटेज जो है वो इंडेक्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्शन में it is 77.63%, and the manufacturing sector itself has revived and recorded a rise of 10.5%. तो एक तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर का जो राइज है इट वॉज 10.5%. आई हैव ऑलरेडी डिस्कस्ड द गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स विच हैव हेल्प टू रिवाइव इट. सो द इंडेक्स ऑफ इंडस्ट्रियल प्रोडक्शन इट recorded a rise of 34.1%. Now, what is index of industrial production? So index of industrial production, it measures the short term changes. See, this is very important. It measures the short term changes कि industrial output में volume of industrial production का मतलब क्या है कि we are talking about the volume right now. So the volume of production of the industrial product during a given period. And short term change means एक साल में कितना चेंज आया वैसा. Now, what is the base year? We always have the base year for calculation of any index or GDP. So, for index of industrial production or for CPI, the base year is 2011-12. मतलब 2011-12 को हम 100 मानते हैं, उसके बाद इंक्रीज हुआ चाहे डिक्रीज हुआ वो हम 2011-12 के हिसाब से देखते हैं. Now, it is released monthly by National Statistical Office (NSO), which functions under the Union Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Now, in this index of industrial production, there are 8 core industries which forms 40% weightage in index of industrial production. Now, what are these 8 core industries? So, these 8 core industries are electricity, steel, refinery products, crude oil, coal, cement, natural gas and fertilizers. This is all about index of industrial production. In today's newspaper, we also had an information related to the agricultural income, which has been released again by the National Statistical Office, which functions under the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. This is very important result, especially the government's aim of doubling the farm income by 2022. And recently we did the increasing of minimum support price in agriculture for the benefits of farmers in 23 crops, including the government's announced the procurement of pulses and oil seeds in the country for the first time. So the government is aiming to double the farmers income by 2022. Now this report gives us the idea of not only the increase in farmers income as well as that what is the percentage of loans and how much it has increased. So this is very important. So the report's name is Situation Assessment of Agricultural Households and Land Holding of Households in Rural India 2019. मीन्स ये रिपोर्ट 2021 में रिलीज हुआ है, पर इसमें जो डेटा है वो 2019 तक का है. दिस इज रिलीज्ड बाय द नेशनल स्टैटिस्टिकल ऑफिस. नाउ सी द फर्स्ट पॉइंट. द फर्स्ट पॉइंट इज द एवरेज मंथली इनकम फ्रॉम डिफरेंट सोर्सेज ऑफ फार्मर हैज इंक्रीज्ड बाय 59% टू ₹10,218. ठीक है, एवरेज मंथली इनकम ऑफ फार्मर का कितना है? 10,218 rupees, and it has increased by 59% as compared to 2012-13. This increase in income has been calculated based on paid out expenses. Paid out expenses का मतलब होता है कि what the farmer is paying expenses for buying the inputs. Based on that, their income has been calculated. Now, the second and very important point about the monthly wages of the farmers, especially though the agricultural laborers. So see, it is saying that more than 50% of the income increase was on account of higher monthly wages. इसका मतलब the agricultural wages has seen increase in recent years. ठीक है. Now ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसको आपको मनरेगा से कनेक्ट करके देखना चाहिए कि बिकॉज ऑफ मनरेगा what has happened over here is that the rural income has increased because the wages have increased. Now if anybody wants to hire the agricultural laborers to work on their farms, they have to pay at least what the farmers are getting in Manrega every day. So that has led to increase in the higher monthly wages. कितना इंक्रीज हुआ है? मोर देन 50%. अच्छा, अब हम लोन्स की बात करते हैं बिकॉज एग्रीकल्चरल लोन्स आर ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द प्रोमिनेंट फैक्टर्स which decides the level of mechanization, level of modernization of Indian agriculture, the capital investment in Indian agriculture. So the average outstanding loan for every agricultural household, it increased to 57.7% to rupees 74,121. means हर एग्रीकल्चरल हाउसहोल्ड के ऊपर कितने का कर्ज है? 74,000 का कर्ज है. What was that loan in 2013? It was 47,000. Now some definitions which can be important from exam point of view, that what is called as agricultural household. So this survey defines agricultural household as the one who are receiving more than rupees 4,000 as value of produce from agricultural activities. कि मतलब उनकी आमदनी एग्रीकल्चर प्रोडक्ट्स को बेचने से या उसमें काम करने से 4,000 से ज़्यादा है. एंड सेकेंड, उनके घर का एटलीस्ट वन मेंबर शुड बी एम्प्लॉयड इन एग्रीकल्चर, आइदर इन प्रिंसिपल स्टेटस मतलब साल भर के लिए, आइदर इन प्रिंसिपल स्टेटस और इन सब्सिडरी स्टेटस ड्यूरिंग द लास्ट 365 days. The next is the government has introduced a new CoWIN feature. As we see, the economy is opening up, many people are again joining the workforce, so there is the growing concern that how to distinguish between the vaccinated people and non-vaccinated people. So here the government has come up with the new CoWIN platform, updated CoWIN platform, which will enable the employers, clients and service providers to determine the COVID-19 vaccination status of the beneficiaries. For example, अभी क्या होता है that if I want to prove to anybody that I have taken the vaccine, so I have to show them the certificate. Now with the update in CoWIN platform, if any of my employer wants to find out my vaccination update, they have to just feed my information and they will get the update about my vaccination. So this will help the employers, clients and service providers to distinguish between who are vaccinated and who are not. So the new application programming interface on CoWIN, it is also known as CoWIN Know Your Customer Client Vaccination Status. It will allow the entities to verify whether an individual has been inoculated without having to check their vaccination certificate. अब the important thing is कि इसकी ज़रूरत अभी ही क्यों पड़ी? क्योंकि अभी क्या हो रहा है, अभी इकोनॉमी जो है वो रीओपन हो रहा है. The economy is reopening. Now huge number of people will join workforce. So at the same time there is the lurking fear of third wave. So now how to determine that who is vaccinated and who is not, who is protected and who is not. So this new update in CoWIN portal will help the employers to distinguish between them. The next is monsoon withdrawal could be delayed. So in today's newspaper there was the news regarding the monsoon withdrawal. So what is monsoon withdrawal? So if we just see, so the India, it gets 80% of its rainfall from southwest monsoon wind. So southwest monsoon wind is divided into two branches. One is Bay of Bengal branch and one is Arabian Sea branch. Now when they start coming in India in the month of June, so they are called as advancing monsoon. They are called as advancing monsoon. And from September, mid-September, they start withdrawing from India. They start withdrawing from India. Now why they start withdrawing from India? The main reason for withdrawal from India is because of the low pressure center. It shifts from central India to Bay of Bengal. Okay, and because of this, what happens, the low pressure center, which was first in central India near Himalayan foothills, now it lies in Bay of Bengal, and the air, they stop flowing towards India, they start shifting towards Bay of Bengal. And this is also September, October, November is also one of the seasons of cyclones in Bay of Bengal. So this is the reason of retreating of monsoon. But what has happened over here is now in central Bay of Bengal, a low pressure system has formed. Now this low pressure system is ensuring that still more number of airs are flowing towards Bay of Bengal and they are crisscrossing India. So because of this, the monsoon is delayed in India. Normally the date for delay of monsoon is September 17, and it commences from Rajasthan, the northwest part of India, the driest region. But this year it will start after the end of September. So the Indian Meteorological Department has hinted a likely delay in the monsoon withdrawal. The main reason for this is that low pressure system in the central Bay of Bengal has developed and which has further intensified into depression. Now I am again saying that this is also a time when there is a cyclonic activities in Bay of Bengal, and you may see cyclones in Odisha and Bay of Bengal again. So it will lead, this depression will lead to widespread rainfall in Konkan region. Konkan region is the coastal region of Maharashtra, Goa, Odisha and Chhattisgarh. Okay. Now in 2021, the IMD's latest extended range forecast suggests continued rainfall activity over northwestern region till September end. Now what is this latest extended range forecast? Extended range forecast means forecast which is based on the data compiled from 30 years. Now the United States is also fighting Delta variant. Delta variant has also created problem in Israel and South Asia, including Sri Lanka. So this Delta variant, now the US has come up with the 6-point plan to combat the COVID-19. So see now what are the 6-point plan of the United States. The first is that all private sector businesses who have employees more than 100 employees, they will require that their all workforce are fully vaccinated, and if they are not fully vaccinated, they are getting their RT-PCR test negative every week. They are getting their RT-PCR test negative every week. Then only they will be allowed to work. Second is that because of this Delta variant, there is a requirement of booster shots. So the booster shots will be continued in the United Nations to build the resistance against the COVID-19 virus. The third is to keep the schools free from COVID virus. So those who are above 12, they can get the Pfizer vaccine, which is for 12 years also, 12 to 18 years also, and vaccination of school staffs and teachers. And those who are below 12 years, means 6 to 12 years, extra care will be taken and a COVID appropriate behavior will be followed, so that the school should not become the epicenter of COVID-19 hotspot. The fourth one is increased testing and masking. The United States government has partnership with Walmart and Amazon to aiming to lower the cost of home COVID-19 rapid test kits. The fifth is to expand the loan programs run by the Small Business Administration. In India, like we have Extended Credit Guarantee Line scheme or PLI schemes. Similar schemes is for in the US, where the government will expand the loan programs run by the Small Business Administration. It will enable the small businesses to borrow money at lower interest rate. So how it will help the smaller business? They can buy the inventory, they can buy the products, they can repay or they can pay to their employees, so the business activity will revive. The next is bolstering support for hospitals and speeding the new methods of treatment. Now there are some important three one-liners from today's newspaper. First is that about the news is coming from Lebanon. There was an ongoing political crisis in Lebanon. Lebanon is a country in the Middle East bordering the Mediterranean Sea, and there was the explosion in one of the largest oil reserve of Lebanon. Since then there has been an economic crisis, and they are looking for the bailout from the IMF. There was a problem in forming the stable government in Lebanon. So now what is happening is that recently a new government has been appointed under Najib Mikati, who is a business tycoon located in Tripoli city of Lebanon, and a cabinet of 24 ministers headed by Najib Mikati as the prime minister, they were also appointed in Lebanon. We had an editorial related to Lebanon in this week itself, where it was told that forming the stable government in Lebanon where different ethnic groups live, there is a division between Shia and Sunni, and then there is a constitutional provisions that first of all there is a division between Christians and Muslims. Between Muslims they are divided between Shia and Sunni, and there are constitutional provisions that prime minister, president and leaders, they will be from different communities to ensure the representation to each one. So what was happening over here, that there was a problem related to it, that nobody was able to form the stable government because of this constitutional provision. But now Najib Mikati has formed a government, and he has the Herculean task to revive the economy and to get the bailout from IMF. The next is Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission. So Niti Aayog's Atal Innovation Mission, in collaboration with ISRO and CBSE, they have launched a ATL Space Challenge 2021. ATL Space Challenge 2021 for whom? For students of classes 6 to 12, okay, to revive the interest in space programs of children studying in Indian school. Then the third is India and the United States, they have agreed to expand their energy partnership by adding emerging fuels. Now what are the emerging fuels? Emerging fuels are like ethanol, biodiesel and butanol. So they will carry out collaborative research in emerging fuels, and it is now part of US-India Strategic Clean Energy Partnership. So US-India Strategic Clean Energy Partnership is the outcome of Leaders Climate Summit, which was hosted by the United States in April 2021. So that's all for today newspaper, the important articles which appeared in different newspaper. We will meet on Monday again with our daily Hindu news analysis. Till then, take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.